In some of my videos, I've stated a line from a novel that I like, and to paraphrase, I think the line goes something like that: the past is another country. They do things differently there. And I've been thinking about that recently, and in the movie Cinema Paradiso, I remember being a reluctant viewer of that film when it premiered here in the US, and friends had to cajole me to go and see it. I did not think I would like it. I sat in the theater with my friends and the audience, and as the film advanced, and I knew that I was not only wrong about wanting to see this film, but I sensed that it would be something that would affect me very deeply. I was quite young when I saw it. And even then, I began to reflect, if not project, what the future would be, or might be like. It's one of the few times, if not the only time, that I can remember when I could hear people sobbing in the theater. And when I looked around, tears were streaming down people's faces. Not just at the end of the film, which is one of the most beautiful endings in a movie that I've ever seen, but through the middle of the film and towards the end. It's one of my favorite movies of all time. And it's a movie I've been thinking about ever since I read this graphic novel by Manuele Fior. I'm not going to reveal too much about this book, this graphic novel, done in beautiful watercolors. But I think you get a sense of what kind of novel this is going to be, based on my introduction and my reference to Cinema Paradiso. The book is broken up into 5 chapters with an epilogue. The first page the artist drew was this one that you see here. In an interview, he said it reminded him of his childhood. He had nothing in mind when he wrote this book. He had no outline, he had no structure. Every page was new to him. And in these few pages, what do we see? We see 2 teenagers seeing a young girl move in with her mom. One of the teenagers, Piero, is the protagonist of this book. And the second is Lucia. Now the friend, Piero, has a friend named Nicola, who's important to the story. And the name of the story, the name of this book is 5 kilometers per second, where Norway, Cairo, and Egypt play important settings in our story. Again, broken up into 5 chapters. It begins as teenagers, a love story between Piero and Lucia. As it traverses chapters in their own life, their own decisions, their own pursuit of happiness, or at least what they think that may be, and the unintended consequences of their decisions. The writer, artist of this book, he did everything by watercolors. If he made a mistake, he would throw those pages away. Like the film Paradiso, it makes you reflect on the past, the present, and the future. You can read this book when you're young, 17 or 18, and think about where would I be when I'm middle-aged? Where will I be when I can see the horizon in front of me of my end? He's not going for a happy ending. He's not going for an unhappy ending. He's not going for a conventional ending. He's going for a realistic ending. Tears in the Rain. Suddenly I just thought of that now. From the film Blade Runner. What is life? But something beautiful, right? But it doesn't last very long. There was someone in our life that meant something to us. It could be that person we're with now. Or it could be someone lost in time. The past. It's another country. They do things differently there. 5,000 kilometers per second.